Hoodies. Yeah. So basically what we did here is we had to figure out our profits for selling hoodies and when we would break even through selling them. And so since we had to purchase a heat press, which is a swinging model heat press, which costs $1,392, which is very expensive. That is our Y intercept down here. And so that's pretty much where we start off. And so our startup price was $29.99, which is over half of over 2 times we're pretty much getting as much money back as we are selling it, essentially. So we're getting about $15 more, essentially, yeah. And so, yeah. And so by selling it at $29.99, it gradually rises up, and our break-even point was 47 sweatshirts, and then we would break even there.
Okay, and the green one was, we sold them for $20 since we were 1,392 in the red. So as we were in the 20, that's how much we sold. By the time when we sold 70 items sold, by the time we broke even.
And if we got bucket hats, the heat press, or however you would put bucket hats would cost $571. And to break even would take all the way till 73 at 7.65. And so the bucket hats were pretty much the extra variable that we had to pick because we had to pick another item to sell.
Did you say what price you would sell bucket hats at?
Bucket hats are sold for $7.85 online. We would buy them, and we would sell the bucket hats for $15. Yeah. So we're getting over half or over twice the amount that we sold for bucket hats. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Any questions about that? How many getting your hoodie prices?
Oh,
$20.
our hoodies were $29.99 and $20. And so our profit for selling the hoodies at $29.99 is $15.10, and our profit for selling the hoodies at $20 is $5.11. And I didn't come up with a profit for the bucket hats because we didn't have time.
We gotta restart because we kind of lost our paper.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Thank you guys.
No problem.
Okay, so our product was vapor t-shirts. So Patrick can tell you about the first graph we made, which was for the first t-shirt we chose.
So the equation was y equals
The title of the t-shirt.
basic features 1.
The first product we chose was an Ash Heather t-shirt, which was basically just a basic gray t-shirt. And
Basic, I don't see great. So the equation for that was y equals negative 1,392 dollars plus $3 56 x the slope of the per unit y intercept is the fixed cost. And our break-even point is at 392 at shirts sold. And
yeah, in case you couldn't hear him, the pink is what we would pay on the site on Condi.com. The orange is what we thought the price, or what the fixed cost is that you said on our sheet, and you wanted us to grab that one. And Jolie can tell you about the price we came up with.
The price we came up with for our this shirt, the second graph we did, the shirt
familiar with that one? It's just the same thing as this, right? Okay, yeah. It's we picked two different prices. This one is $2 more than this one, you see, but the break-even point would be sooner, which is 251 shirts sold, but the price would be a little higher, so we might lose a couple households.
And then we had to choose a second product, and we chose the Sand Vapor Basic Polo. We would pay $9.64 for it on the site, and so we added $4 to the price because it has the extra material, and it's harder to press because if you mess up the color, the whole shirt's done for. So the equation would be y equals negative 1,392, sorry, which is what stands for the heat press, because we have to pay the fixed cost for the heat press. And then our slope would be 4x, the $4 that we added to the price, that's our profit. We would make $4 on every t-shirt that we would print. And the table.
What was your break even on the polo?
The break even on the polos would be 348 t-shirts.
Any questions for that? Good job, guys.
The fixed cost was $720 for the heat press. So the rule was negative 720 plus 537 x 5.558. What up? The break-even point was 37 water bottles, which got us to 495. Yeah.
And for our alternate price, we have them being sold for $650. So the rule would be y equals negative 720 plus 620 plus 650x. Sorry. Our break-even point for that.
Well, it's here, but I wrote it wrong.
Oh. Might be one wrong. Okay, so our break-even point for that is 111, while for the other, it would be 135. This is our graph showing that our break-even point would be hit faster with our alternate.
Over here is the other item that we had to sell, which would be the white water bottle. We were selling it for $5.15, which put our break-even point from negative $720. Our break-even point was 140 units sold, which is quite a lot of water bottles in perspective.
And this is that table of it going down, and 140, at 140 would break in, it'd go over $1.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Thank you. So we can see it. Or us, I believe.
Is it like you're crazy?
Okay, so the items we were selling were mugs, right? And we had to buy the heat press at $720, I believe, and the regular price for the mugs was, where is it?
For each mug, it was $1.05, and the original price of the mugs was $10 to be sold. So we're making $8.95 per mug.
Yep, what he said.
With $8.95 per mug, with the original price, it took about 81 mugs to break even, a little bit over. After that, we decided to lower the price to $5, and while there'd be less income, more people would be able to buy the mugs, and we all kind of figured the volume would outweigh the lowered cost. So we'd be making, instead of $3.95 a mug, and would take more 182 mugs to break even.
Yep. For our second item that we were going to sell, we chose hats because, hats, cool. And so we had to buy each hat online for $7.85 and decided it was...
As well as the heat press being $571.20.
Yeah. And so we decided to sell them at, $20, which would give us an income of $13.50 a hat. And so to be able to break even, we would have to sell 44 hats.
Alright, negative 1392 plus 522 X.
So what are you selling?
We're selling iPhone cases.
For how much?
$10.
So what's your profit per phone? Or per page?
522.
5.22.
And Arcane, how many did you sell until you break even?
We did not get to that.
Did you have a second, do you think we should sell them for $10 each?
Yes.
You don't have a second equation option? What's the second option, Arcane?
The second equation was negative 139 2.00 plus 7.22x is for halves. Starting point was $12 minus 478, which would equal 7.22.
That's what you guys got? All right, thank you. These are some things that we are gonna keep in mind, as we price and sell products. Every once in a while when we get a new order, we can talk about the different prices. For instance, leadership wants to order a bunch of little stickers. And so on, what day is that? Tuesday? Monday, during Enterprise or our print day, one of your first things we'll be able to do is to figure out what are we gonna price those items at. Arcane, who are we talking to? Little punch one? Who? Ivan, go away! Bye! Okay, so when we get orders, especially for stuff like they want a bunch of stickers or you know, whoever orders what, you guys are gonna need to do a price analysis and make sure that we're selling them for the right amount. Okay, because like the stickers we sell by the roll, or we buy them by the roll of material, and so if they want just small little stickers, you guys will have to figure that one out. Okay, so that's what you'll be doing next week. Originally you were gonna have a quiz today. You are not. Because you took, yeah, I'm not very excited about it. So we're going to have our quiz on Tuesday. I'm stuck on everything. Ayúdame. No one? Fine. Do it myself. Do it myself. Please have out your homework. 2.6. Even though you just did some other stuff.
And of course you had pizza. Of course you had pizza.
All right, here you go. Listen, please. Okay, are you writing this down? Do you have it written down? Yeah, go. Okay. Create a. That's convenient, isn't it? Ah, you way to drop the ball, man. You just got a big fat 0 on your presentation. You even knew you had it today, man. Okay. Create a table and graph to match the tile pattern. I would recommend that you copy down the tile pattern so that you have it as a reference in your notebook.
Sorry that my drawings are sometimes bad.
Third one on the last layer and then these one right
What are you talking about?
Here, how there's 3 right.
Pattern, peeps.
Okay.
No, it's not. 1, 2,
Pattern
3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Technically.
No, you just aren't looking at it right. This. It's a linear pattern. It has a pattern. They're adding to the same spot each time. Hey, let me tell you. It's correct. I didn't move one. This is exactly what I intended it to be. Table, graph, and rule, please. On your table, what's X? What does it represent? The figure number or the number of tiles? Anthony. Awesome. X represents the figure number. So we could do this a bunch of different ways. I'll just go this way. X represents the figure number, or the. So initially, figure 0 we know has 3 tiles. Figure 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Figure 2 has 9. And for all you complainers, right? Each time I'm going to add 1 here and the 2 down here, right? So for figure 2, I add 1 here and then 2 down here. Okay. That's how I was adding it. Goodness, haters. Okay. And we could look, right? These 3 that we're adding shows up in our table as well. That we're adding 3, we're adding 3, we're all good. Okay, so on my graph, please make sure when you make a graph, what's this part called right here? What's this called? Oh, you can't see. What's right there called? Anyone know?
The origin.
Ooh, the origin. Okay, check it out. This is called the origin. The origin is where the x and y axis meet. It is 0, 0. Always on your graph, you need 0, 0. So please, I think I caught most of you guys, but make sure that's 0, 0. Whether you're going by 5s, 100s, halves, whatever, that is still always 0. Okay, 0 is kind of important. And then I'm just going to go by, I don't know, 1, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then here, let's go by, I don't know. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that when I graph, again, this is figure number. This is number of tiles. It helps to have a labeled graph. Notice how much detail, Xander, don't interrupt me. Notice how much detail I have. I have them labeled, have my little things going, so it should look good. We're at 3. If you're really talking about professional, you're using a ruler. Figure 1 has 6, figure 2 has 9. We could always draw a line. All right, here's my bonus question. Not quite. What I want you guys to answer right now. See if you can do it in about a minute. What figure number will have 114 tiles? $38? You say 36? 46? What do you say?
38.
38? I've heard 37. You say 38? Omar's pretty convinced it's 38 now. 37. Ooh, finding the middle ground. Politician. What is that? That does nothing for me. Your calculator really, that's like how people prove all kinds of stuff with old books. How do you know?
It's 38. It's 38. 17.
All right, hit me why it's 38.
114 divided by 3.
114 divided by 3 is 38. Right? Like 114 divided by 3. Boom.
That's too easy.
Yeah, we could check because 38 times 3 is 114. Right?
Then why is this rule wrong?
But it's actually 0.
Because
It's like 39.
So, but wait, we've thought about, well, it starts at 0 though.
39.
So is it 39?
Yeah, 39.
37?
39.
I'm thinking of 37
Why are you sticking to 37, Chris?
because of the rule calculator started at 0, 3, then you just look at this and it goes all the way down there and it gets to 114.
Okay. So Chris and Kale both used a calculator and they think it's 37. But we used a calculator also and got 38. So where is the issue? Which one is right?
That you're not starting at 0 with that.
What do you mean starting at 0? Okay, because we didn't start, it would be 38 if figure 0 started at 0, but we don't start with 0. Figure 0 already has 3 tiles, right? So if we're really thinking about this, we're thinking about, okay, which one has 3 tiles less than 114? Okay, so if you did 111, which is 3 tiles less, to cut out figure 0, and then divide that by 3, we get the 37. Oh, you can't take away 3 because that's tiles and you're at figure number. No? So you're saying could I do 38 minus 3? But 38 represents the figure number and 3 represents the number of tiles. So you have to take away either 1 for the figure number or 3 for the number of tiles. Okay, awesome. So here's the deal. We're getting ready to do take our first quiz. This is going to be, we're getting pretty close to the end here of linear functions. The only thing that we're going to be talking about, yeah, we're going to see how, we're going to spice things up a little bit today. So 1 through 4, I want you creating a graph and a rule, focusing on the connections. And then don't proceed through 1 through 4 without checking in with your group. Okay? Please make sure this gets into your notebook. Okay, so we're going to fold in half, put it in our notebooks.
Yay.
What? Huh? There's some at the back right behind you.